Hello and welcome to another section. My name is Oladoyin Oshundeya, and in this section we'll be working more on practical. So this is going to be our second practical class. So in the last video I didn't show you guys how you can export your design or save your design to use on your social media or to use in whatever platform or media you want to use them for. But in this section I'll be showing you how you can do that. So we'll be working on a new project right now. So what we'll do now is go ahead and create a new design. So we're also going to be creating a social media design, and it's going to be square format. So you can just customize the size right here. So I want it to be 1080 by 1080, so 1080 pixels. So click on create design. Okay, right now because I've already created the design before, and I want to see some of the fonts I used on the design. I'm going to go back and open the design again. So this is the design we'll be creating together on Canva. It's a church social media design for a church program. So we used Antonio and Telegraph, okay, and signature. Okay, so this is the design we're going to be creating in this class. So we'll go back to our page and get started. So like I said before, I don't want us to work with templates. I want us to learn how to create our own designs on our own. We don't have to rely on Canva templates, though Canva templates are really good and they can help you fasten the process of your creation, but I want us to learn how to create from scratch. So let's go ahead. So what we want to do first is I want us to create our background first. So we'll go to upload. Let's see. I've already provided all the resources we are going to be using for our designs. I already provided the resources for us. So let's go to upload. So upload, we'll go back. This is the second. So go and click on upload. Of course, you can also find this background on Canva, because I also downloaded these backgrounds on Canva. So you can also search them on Canva, but some of these resources are not free to use. So, and that's why I saved them on my system, so you guys can have access to them just by uploading them. You don't have to search for the Canva templates. So while it's loading, we can also go, if you wanted to create a background, if you wanted to search for Canva elements here, you can just go. So let's say purple background. Okay, so it will give us some options. Let's see what it will bring us for us. Purple background. Okay, let's explore. So as you can see, you can already see some free backgrounds right here, but I'm not going to be using any of these ones. If you wanted to use these ones, you can just click on it. Okay, let's use one. Okay, let's say we wanted to use this one. You can just drag it and drop it there, or double click on it once and start using them. But our background should have finished uploading right now. So let's go back to uploads, and our background has uploaded. So I want to drag it and set it. I want to set image as background. So we are done with the first step. The next step is, because it's a church design, I want us to add a feel of church to it. So we'll go back to our images and go back to our elements and search church. church backgrounds. So give us some options. Let's explore the photos. So church background, and let's see. Okay, I don't like this search tag, so let's search again. I'm going to search for church worship. Okay, it's already giving us some suggestions. So church worship, yeah, this is what I wanted. So church worship, let's see if we can find the exact one I used before. Okay. And this is why I always advise that you prepare your design resources before you start designing, because this can actually waste a lot of your creative process. And so okay, let's go with it. I think this is the one we used before. So we're just going to click on it and put it here, and it's a free element you can download on Canva. It's not paid, it's free. So we're just going to download this and adjust the height, and I'm going to set it around this place. So what we'll do now is we are going to reduce the opacity, because I want it to blend with the background. So I'm just going to reduce it to about 15%. Click on enter. So I think this is interesting. Okay, it's already giving me the result I want. But now we have one challenge, and that is this line at the middle here. This line that is dividing the image and the background, and I want us to eliminate that. So what we can do now is go back to our elements. So I'll go and search for overlay. So I'll search for an overlay. So gradient overlay. So I'll search for gradient overlay. Okay, and I'll go to graphics, because I want us to be able to adjust the colors. I'm going to go to graphics. So let's just see. Let's see. Okay, let's click on this. Okay. We can use this, but let's explore more. So there is a way you can actually tell Canva to only give you options for free, the ones that are available for free. So let's go back, graphics. So I've done that already. I come here and go and click on free. So once you do that, you'll be able to find but because I'm not going to just start searching right here now, what I did is I went ahead and starred the element I used before. So I've already used the element before. Let's see if I can find it on my recently used. Okay, can't find it there, so I'll go back to logos and see. Okay, no, not logos. Let's see if I can find where I saved the design. Okay, let's go back to elements. Go down. Let's see if I can get it here. Okay, I can't get it here. Can't seem to remember where I saved this. Okay, let's just search for it again. Gradient overlay. Go to images, graphics, and let's just look for that here. I'm looking for the free ones. Looking for something free we can use. Free. Okay. Okay, not this one. Okay, yeah, this is it right here. So if you don't want to search long and long, just let me open this icon here, this info. You can search for the info and you can say I start it, but I can't seem to find where it is here. I'll just start exploring, so I don't want us to waste any much of our time. So you can just go here and search Black Gradient Transparent by Tanya Licia from Tinat Ate by Tanya Licia. So you can just search this tag here. You'll be able to find it easily without wasting time. So what I want to do now is change the color. I want us to change the color of this gradient. So go to the color right here at the top left corner. Click on the first one. So I want it to be the colors from the background. So I'll first of all click on this one. Okay, I'll click on this one, or let's say this one. Okay, no, I think I'll go with this, and then change the other color to purple. So I'll then increase the size. So I want to increase the size and set it till it will blend with, we won't be able to see that line again. So that's what I'm trying to do right now, and I don't know, I think it's not blending enough. So let me see if I can edit it and change the color, maybe the blend mode with, okay, no, okay, that's accurate. So let's change this other one. Okay, I think I like the one we used already. So what we're going to do now is set it and increase the size more. So the more I increase the size, I think is we're already reducing that line right there. So what we can do right now is, let me reduce it a bit. What we can do right now is duplicate it. So if that's not working, what you can do is duplicate it. To duplicate, you just click on this icon right here, click on duplicate, and as you can see, once I duplicated it already blended, so we can't really see that background, that line anymore. I don't know, I can't see it anymore right here. So I think that's already okay, and the picture image is still showing, and that's the effect I wanted to achieve. So that's successful. So position, let me center it. The other one, let's see, let me center this first, center, then the other one, then center down as well. So because I don't want this background to keep moving up and down while I'm editing, I would lock this one. So I'll group both of them together, position, center both of them together, and then group them. So once I group it, then I'll go to arrangement and center them. So that's that. So since I've grouped them together, I can lock it once. So I'll right click and lock. Okay, so now I can't move it, but I can still move the photos, and I don't want that, so I will lock that one as well. So let's see if we can lock the photos. Okay, so I've locked the photo as well. So as you can see, I can't move any of the elements again. What we want to do now is import our pastor, because we have a pastor to use, and I've already showed you guys how to import. So I'll just go ahead and click and drag and paste the pastor right here. So this is the picture, this is the guy we are going to be using for this project. Is a fictional project I created for the purpose of this class. So it's not an actual event, but this is the process I take to create designs on Canva. If I'm going to create a design on Canva, this is the same process I take. So the next thing I want to do now is adjust this guy right here. So next thing to do is I want to edit this photo a little bit. So click on edit, adjust. Let's go to filters. What I want to do here is I don't like as the photo is not really blending with the background, so I'll just click on filter and search and look for something that really blends. I think I like this second one right here. Yeah, so I think that's what I used before, so I'll use that. And if I want to increase, I can increase the intensity and reduce the intensity, but I'll just leave it as it is. And I want to adjust it as well. I'll adjust it. Let's see if I can adjust the temperature. So I'll adjust the temperature a little bit. This is the adjust section where you can adjust your photos. Adjust temperature. Okay, I want to increase the brightness a little bit and the contrast as well just a little bit. So I'll just explore and see what works and what doesn't. Okay, so I'm just going to adjust the photos a little bit. Okay, so what I want you guys to do is just explore this this panel here and just see how it works for you, but because depending on the photos, the effect and the effects you want to give the photo, that's what will affect the decisions you make while editing the photo. So the color, I want to increase the vibrance a little bit, and then what I will do is once I increase the vibrance, I want to reduce the saturation a little bit, and then go to texture. I just want a little bit of texture, so I just highlight here and go to 10, click on enter. Clarity 2, I'll go with 15, click on enter as well. I think I'm alright with that. So I'm done editing the photos, the photo and the design, and the next thing we're going to be doing is I want to go back to the design I created already before and highlight some of the text we use on the design. So I'm just going to go to this and click on and copy it. So I'll come here, go to text and add text. I'm just going to increase the size. Go back and copy this one as well. Add text again, Ctrl V. So I'm going to go to alignment and align it to the left. And right now we are going to change the font. So the font we used is, let me go back and see, Antonio and I think Telegraph. Okay, so I'll go back, come here, change this to Telegraph. Telegraph, let me go to bold and then change this one to Antonio. Well, I'm going to go with Antonio extra bold, and I want it to be capital to all in caps, in capital letter and uppercase. The funny thing is, I feel like I like this. I like it in lowercase, in title case than in uppercase. So I think I'll just leave it this way. But I don't like the spacing between each character, individual characters. So I'll highlight it and I'll adjust that a little bit. Yes, faithful, and then adjust this. I think I'm just going to go back with the uppercase I used before. Okay, yeah, I think that's good. That's okay. So I'll just adjust that. Faithful worship. So I move this a little bit, reduce it. So I'm just going to keep adjusting and adjusting until I get the desired result I want. So I think I'm just going to leave it as it is for now. So the next element we are going to be adding is telegraph. Let me see. This is what I want. Okay, bold. I think I like it this way. The next element we're going to be adding is this one right here, but I'm going to highlight and copy the text and go back. So add text and paste that. So the text I used for this is going to also be telegraph. So I'm going to go with telegraph, bold as well. I'm going to reduce the size. So there is an element I also used, which is the box, the rectangle. So I'll go to elements and go to line and shapes, then see all. So I'll go to line and shapes, click on the square and adjust to my desired size. So I'm just going to increase this here, and so I'll be able to see. And let's change the color. I want to change this color to red. I don't like this red right here, so I'll just go to the color adjuster and go to red, and I think I like it this way. So let's move on. So on your own workspace, if you see that this this element right here, this shape here is not, doesn't have a rounded corner, you can also adjust them here right here on the stroke panel here. You can adjust the corner radius right here. If it's like this, when you launch your own, you can adjust it to your desired result. So that's that. And I want to align these two elements together. So I'll go to position, and I think it's already aligned together. So I'll just group the two together and reduce the size. So as you can see, I'm already using some of my design principles while creating this design. I've already aligned these three together, left aligned. So but I want to be sure, so I'll just left align them together very well. So that's that. And as you can see, we are already progressing. And the next thing we are going to do now is I want to add some of the other elements on the design. So okay, I think we forgot to add one element that is really important, which is the white tone paper effect. So I'll go back to elements and search for it. So I'll go to white. Okay, I'll go to tone. I'll search tone paper. Tone paper. Go to graphics, because I want to be able to adjust the colors. I'll go to graphics, and let's see if we can find a free one. Okay, I think this is the one we used right here. So click on it. I think it's free. Yes, it is. So and adjust, and we increase the size and bring it down. So I think this is at the top now, and I want it to be at the bottom. I want it to be behind the picture of the pastor. So I would go to position and go to layers. So I'll go to layers, and then this is the elements, and drag it down below that. And you can see there's also a way you can arrange it here, move forward, move backward, move to the back. Can you see move forward, move to the front? So but I just prefer to go to the layers and just see where it is and just drag it behind it. So I think that's that for that. And what I'll do now is go back to the design, because I want to see how I created it. Okay, so we move Okay, so we're already moving forward, and we're almost done with the design. Well, we are just going to add other elements to the design. So the next element we are going to be adding is the logo, which is the church logo. I'll move this below a little bit, and yes, so go back, and this is the design element. I'm just going to highlight and copy the text there. Go to text and add a text and paste it. So align to the left and reduce the size. So I'll change the fonts we used. I think we also used Telegram. I'll go to Telegram and use medium. Yes, I'll go to Telegram and use medium. Well, let's go to regular. Okay, I'm going to use regular. I use regular, then I'll now go and okay, Glory Mountain Church of God. So what I want to do is I want to highlight this Glory Mountain. So I'll go and highlight Glory Mountain and change that to bold. So yeah, so I'll change that to bold and reduce the size, adjust to my specific taste. So what we are lacking now is the logo. So because this is a fictional brand, we're not going to be using a logo of a particular church. I'm just going to go to elements and search for a logo to use. So I search for logo. Let's say I'll search for church logo. Click on enter. So I'm just going to go to graphics because I want to be able to adjust the color. Okay, this is the element I used before, but I think this is a pro element and I didn't even notice. So let's look for a free one to use this time around. Okay, I think I like this. Just going to click on this, adjust it. Okay, I don't think I like this one a lot. Let's see if we can use another one, another free one. Okay, what we can do is let's tell Canva to give us options for just free ones. Yes, so now they are giving us logos for other brands, but I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to use this one instead. I'll delete the other one and use this one. And as you can see, this one already has a stroke as well, so we can add a stroke. We can change the color of the stroke and the fill. So I'm just going to adjust it to meet the specification for the text size. So I'm just going to change the color of that because I don't like that black stroke right there. I'm just going to go with I'm going to go with white as well for both of them. So you won't even notice I'm going to change this one as well to white. Let me see. Okay, I think I like it this way. So I'm going to align both of them together. So go back to alignments and okay, it's already aligned. What I'll do now is group them together. So I've grouped them together. I want to move these three elements a little bit further below, so there will be enough breathing space between the logo and the heading. And that's why I told you guys I like to use this guide here to help me arrange my elements in the right way, so there will be enough white space between them. So next thing we're going to do now is we're going to add our other elements. So because I don't want to waste much of our time, I'm just going to copy some of those elements right here and just paste it there. So let's see if I can copy them. I'll copy, come here and paste. Okay, I can't paste. Okay, I've pasted them, and as you can see, we've already added the other elements on the design, and that's that for the design. So I like to adjust the picture of the pastor. So we are done with our design. We have the headline and other informations, the information about the pastor right there. So some of the decisions I took while creating other elements, I've already shown them to you here, so I won't go in depth into showing you more of how I created this one. So you can just, to create this one, just create a text, change the size, and also this one, just search for the icon. We've already talked about that, so I'm just going to move ahead. So the next thing we're going to be doing now, we've created our design and we've already arranged them as we want them to be. I'm going to come here and group this one together, group this together and move it a little bit. Yes. So, and I love Canva a lot because Canva provides a lot of instructions and guides. As I was trying to move that, it already showed me the space between the different elements, so I'm going to I will be able to adjust them appropriately. So next thing I'm going to do is I wanted to show you guys how I save my designs, and right here, this is where you can go to save your design. Just click on share and download. So you can either copy the link to the design. If you want to share the design with other Canva users, you can copy the link and send the link to them. You can present your design, and you can even export them as a template. But if you are using a free account, I don't think you can do that. You can only do that if you are using a pro account. You can share them on your social media platform as well. So, but right now what we want to do is download our design. We'll click on download. Once we click on download, adjust our settings. So I want it to be 1080 by 1080 still, the resolution and size. I want it to be, you can either download a JPEG, PNG, a PDF standard, a PDF print. So if I'm going to be printing this design out, you want to go for the PDF print. The SVG is a pro feature for pro users. You can also save your video. If I had animated some of the elements on the design, I can save the design as, I can download the design as a video or a GIF file. But what I want to do now is download a PNG. So download the PNG, click on download, and automatically Canva will start downloading your design for you, and it will be saved to your file. Okay, so it's telling me to choose a part. That's because I'm using a laptop, it's going to bring this. But if you are using a phone, you should just save the design automatically on your gallery or on your folder, in your folder. So I've saved the design already, so I'll just click on cancel, and that's that for this design. I hope you learned a lot from this section, and this is the end of the section. If you want, I also wanted you guys to, I want to tell you guys that if you want to ask me a few questions regarding anything you don't understand, you can reach out to me on the WhatsApp group to ask your questions. So thank you and see you in the next class.